Hello there, good afternoon and welcome to the sports segment here on Midday Live with me, Joel Echampon. This afternoon, let's start with something on the senior national team, the Black Stars, as they prepare ahead of the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. And the Ghana Football Association has released the Black Stars training schedule during their first phase of preparations for the World Cup. Kwesi Appiah's team started training yesterday at the Accra Sports Stadium, and today they trained early this morning. I will be joined on the phone lines by my colleague Juliet Bewa, who was at the stadium to observe proceedings and how the Black Stars trained yesterday. Only 14 players trained, but we were told that 4 more players were expected to join them later today, and Julia will be coming through with that later on. But just to run you by their training schedule, tomorrow 3 p.m. the players will be training at the Accra Sports Stadium, and on Friday there will definitely be a friendly game, a farewell game against a dream team. That's a select side of best players in our local league here. They will be taking on the senior national team, the Black Stars, in a friendly farewell encounter. So that's 5 p.m. on Friday, and they depart on Saturday to Holland, where they face the Dutch national side in an international friendly before taking on the Koreans, and then playing to the United States of America, where they will pitch camp ahead of the World Cup. I'll be joined on the phone lines by Juliet Bewa pretty shortly, my colleague Juliet, who was at the training session this morning to observe proceedings on how the Black Stars train.
Hello, Joel, I can hear you.
All right, Juliet, if you can hear me, Juliet joins me on the phone line. Juliet, just quickly run by us. How many players did train this morning?
Well, 23 players took part in Kwesi Appiah's training session here at the Accra Sports Stadium, and new additions to the squad from yesterday, the ones that trained here at the Accra Sports Stadium, definitely were AC Milan midfielder Sule Ali Muntari and the Ayu brothers, Jordan and Dede Ayu also joined in. Adam Karate also joined in training session today, and everything seems to be going on well. But missing definitely was Etienne and also Kevin Prince Wapi, who has already asked permission to stay out and join the team in Holland this weekend. But I didn't see any glimpse of Daniel Opare, and I cannot confirm or if he has asked permission from the technical handlers to stay out of training here at the Accra Sports. So 23 is all trained here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Okay, and Juliet, also, as you rightly stated, Daniel Opare, you've not found out anything from him so far?
Well, we've not received any information from the FA. I've spoken to Kwesi Appiah after the training session. They've not received anything from the FA, so I cannot confirm why it was not part of the training session this afternoon. Maybe as the day go by, or maybe as hours go by, we will be known why he was not part of the training session. But yesterday, we noticed that Abdul Majid Waris picked up a few knocks here in training, and it was a bit of injury scare for the Black Stars. But after training this afternoon, I've spoken to the player, and he told me it is nothing to fear. So Black Stars fans shouldn't worry. Abdul Majid Waris is fine. No, it's just a knock, and then he's going to be okay next 3 or 2 days.
All right, the composure of the players is something obviously we will want to know. Looking at their composure, do you foresee any commitment level in there for them as they go into this friendly before they go for the World Cup itself?
Well, over the qualifying period, if it comes to Black Stars training or even their games, one thing that you see is the team spirit that among the players, and it's not falling short here. That is the first thing that we saw here when they got out. And I forgot to run by you that Dede Ayu received the most and Sule Muntari when they got out from the dressing room to join their team. But the team spirit and also the togetherness in camp, I think, is huge for the team's progress in Brazil. So that is what they are working towards. All the players seem very relaxed here at the Accra Sports Stadium. No panic here and there. They just want to have fun. They want to train and also take the needed training lessons from Kwesi Appiah and his technical handlers before they head off to Holland this weekend.
Well, as we rightly gather, they will be taking on select side on local scene. That's a dream team, they call themselves, on Friday. If you've spoken to the players ahead of this farewell encounter, what are they saying?
Well, Captain Asam rightly said this afternoon that that is a game that they are not going to take lightly, because one, the more like a rivalry, like an in-house rivalry that is between them. They're just going to enjoy the game. They're just going to have fun there, but they are going to have in mind that they have a bigger assignment ahead of them. So they are not going to go into the game all win-win situation. It's for Kochata to ask the players, and or he has a fair idea of who will make the final spot for the World Cup.
Okay, thank you very much, Julia Bewa. Julia Bewa is my colleague who she observed proceedings there. Black Stars train in their second training this morning at the Accra Sports Stadium, and she came through with that report. Remember that the Black Stars, the Ghana Football Association, has released the training schedule for the senior national team, the Black Stars. Well, so on that note, quickly let me bring you First Capital Plus League games to be played today at the various league centers. Match day 28, just the fixtures to bring you before we end the sports segment here. At the Tema Park is Amidal's Professionals, who will be taking on Heart of Lions. It's the First Capital Plus League match day 28 games to be played this afternoon at the various league centers. At Jimambedu Park, we will see Adriana Stars take on Hazakes, whilst the Robert Mensah Stadium Dwarfs will be playing Bechem United. Accra Sports Stadium, we see Hartlepool take on Inter Allies, whilst Brekum Chelsea will be taking on Mediama at the Takwa TNA Park. The Babayara Sports Stadium, Alaji Grunse side, King Faisal will take on Liberty Professional. So it's this afternoon at the various league centers. Match day 28, the First Capital Plus League games to come off at the various league centers. And we'll be bringing you all the results later on News 360.